Hey Aquarius, welcome back for your weekly reading. Today is the super moon in Sagittarius. It has been a doozy for me. I hope you guys have been navigating this well. Done a lot of healing this weekend, a lot of new perspective changes and ideas and things. And I hope you guys are taking care of yourself too. Okay. They're saying these are all significant where they laid, so they want you to know something that happened in the past that made you feel unsafe or your loved ones unsafe. Um, they want you to know they are safe. They were safe the entire time, but you didn't know that. You feeling unsafe doesn't mean that they were actually unsafe, your family. They also want you to know whatever work you did in the past that was really hard, there's something about some circumstances that happened in the past that were very painful. And that's interesting because I've never seen this, but on this card, you see how this tail kind of, it reminded me of a fish, and I heard Pisces. So something about what you did in the past, your hard work is paying off. And whatever it was, something to do with a Pisces for someone here, it is paying off. Right now, they need you to know that at this time, this is where you are. Your work from the past was not for naught. I guess I should say. It's like it's not going unnoticed, okay? It is very valuable. And whatever painful experiences you went through here in the past, all of that energy made your vortex so robust. It is going to pop with like 50 lifetimes worth of stuff, is what I'm hearing. Like there's some very painful, dramatic experiences that you have been through, and it's almost kind of like a domino, like boom, boom, boom. Like maybe if it wasn't one big thing, it was several things, like boom, 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 and it just felt very intense. All of that, every time you experience unwanted, wanted is put in your vortex, your vibrational escrow, your gift basket. So every time you do that, and then you work through this, you work through all of this energy here, then all of that stuff from the vibrational gift basket over here becomes reality. It's manifested. Under the new start is coming. So, what you did in the past, the situations you went through in the past, be blessed by them, be grateful for them, because they put opportunities and experiences in your vortex that you didn't have before that. Okay? You didn't. Um, then now here we have work through your fears. Nothing will come of this situation. It's time to take action and a new start is coming. So, you have a fear of moving forward and taking action because of some type of situation from the past that you think, like if you move forward with something, you think some situation from the past is going to come and rear its ugly head at you. It's not. If it comes to rear its ugly head, it's coming to rear its ugly head to be healed, not to put you back in a painful situation. You are somebody who is following the divine. You are following your life path. You are going through your experiences. And when you are in alignment, following your life path with your inner being, they are not walking you into chaos all the time. They are also trying to walk you into bliss. And the chaos happened in the past, but it's still affecting your heart today. The fear of the chaos from the past is still affecting your heart from today. They want you, regardless of what happened in the past, to look at yourself as a new person, completely brand new person, and take action. These people from the past, if they come back around, which I heard they already are and they already have, they are not seeing you the same way that they used to. It's like they really realize they've misjudged you. Yeah, I got that. They've realized they've misjudged you, and now they're afraid to come towards you because it's like, oh, well, I thought it was this because I saw this, but it was wrong, and it's really this, and how do I fix this? I got to fix that. Whoever has thought that, there's a new start coming with that individual or that group. Okay? Yeah, it's like you just have to take action, and whatever situation happened in the past that has you riddled with fear, nothing is coming from that situation. You do not have to worry and live in fear anymore. But they're telling me, even me saying that is not going to change your mind. So something else has to happen physically in order for you to believe that. And that's weird because normally you'll see it if you believe it, but they're telling me in this case, you're going to receive some information that helps you believe it because you've seen it. All right, I just heard you deserve okay. I just heard you deserve answers. The answers will not feel pleasant. The answers will not feel pleasant when you hear them. But it's important that you hear them. Communication is key. It's important that you hear them. Hear me out. You don't know the pain I'm feeling. Tell me how. I always feel like something's missing. Make a sound. What's the point if no one's listening? Hear me out. So it's like somebody wants you to hear them out. And I feel like when you receive some type of information, it's going to be so painful that you want to have a knee jerk reaction. You want to get up and you want to leave. They are asking you to stay and hear them out, because if you leave before you receive all of the information, you're not getting the whole story. You're just going to have a knee jerk reaction to one little thing and not have anything else that you need. So hear somebody out. The reason that you're going to have to hear them out is because your new start has them intimidated. You did something that it's like, oh, I don't know if you offered for them to come along with you or something and they didn't, and now they see you doing it. And here you think they're going to make fun of you, and it's like they're coming to apologize. They're coming to apologize because they didn't believe you. So it's like they want to balance spirituality and practicality. Piscean energy. No. They want me to get these cards. That's interesting. I've only used these in one other reading, and it was Capricorn right before you. They want you to evaluate your spending habits. Like they want you to take stock of where your money has been going. Because apparently it's like being siphoned somehow. Like one day you have, woo, you got $5,000. And the next day it's like 30 bucks. Like what happened? They want you to take stock of your spending habits. Yeah. It's like catch the sales, save some money. All right. Catch the sales, save some money. You've got some competition when it comes to finding this money tree. Somebody may be retiring and there's a position opening up. Look, saving money came out. You will have to do some negotiation with these people, unexpected expenses and right direction. So saving money, unexpected expenses and right direction. Saving money is taking you in the right direction to help you find your money tree. There is some competition for whatever it is you're doing, but I am hearing you already won. You don't need to worry about it. Just, you don't know what this is. This could be a flat tire that you need to replace a tire. This could be an unexpected bill that you didn't know was coming about. There's so many things that this could be, and it's they want you, instead of having the best of the best, it's like catch a sale. If it's not on sale, don't buy it. Right now is the time for you to take stock of how you're spending your money. Do it or you'll lose it, is what I heard. Do it or you'll lose it. Okay. You have a new beginning coming. I do see this wheel card has a woman on it pregnant. So that could be the new beginning, somebody getting pregnant. I did have that come out. I did have that come out in another reading when I drew this and said I saw this in meditation and that somebody would be conceiving soon. So I saw that, and so I drew it, and now here we come out again with the wheel and a pregnant woman. This is interesting. I love this. 9 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, and the wheel. Something, you've been working towards something, and you've had to navigate the light through the darkness. It's like you've had to work yourself out of a dark situation using light, using love, and using your inner being to work through all of these goblins and ghouls that are up here in the sky. You see that? But you see how she's protected? And this is interesting. Now they look like trolls, right? But they're telling me these are like your ancestors protecting you as you sleep. So you see all these swords, right? Your ancestors see these swords. They're protecting you from the swords. You don't really even know how many swords are there. And it's interesting. It's almost like this. For example, let me try to get this scenario back because it popped in my head and then went away. Somebody from your past wants to do something to hurt you. They are literally in their vehicle getting ready to come to your house to knock on the door and beat that ass or something. You know, like they want to fight you. Or let's just say they come to the door and they want a big fight. They're getting in the car won't start. Shit. They get out of the car, they go on the other side, the tire's flat. Shit. And then it becomes about all the obstacles that are being put in their way. And then they're never able to really get to you. Because every time, and they're realizing you are protected. They're realizing every time I try to do something to Aquarius, I get hit with this, this, and this. So your ancestors are causing so much, wreaking so much havoc in other people's lives to block them from coming towards you. Let's just say they got into the car. They're on the way to your house. Somebody sideswipes them. They're stuck in a wreck. They're not going to have time to do that. And while they're dealing with that, all of a sudden you're getting the impulse, oh, I think I'm going to go to the park and draw today. So you get in your car, you got your art pad and you're going to the park and you're sitting there drawing. You're none the wiser. By the time they get to your house, their car's wrecked. They're pissed off. They're ready to fight with you and they pull down the street and boom, your car's not there. They can't fight with you anyway. You see what I mean? These are the kind of blockages that Source has been putting in the way of your enemies so that you can move forward. So with the Seven of Pentacles, they're saying you are doing something childlike. It's like this. Look at this as Source with all of these fairies and these little things here. And it's like you're looking at them with wonder and you're loving all of this stuff. But you do feel this dark energy. It's like you see and feel this at the same time that you see and feel this. And it is confusing you when it comes to your relationship with your inner being or with your spirit team. You're getting confused about whose energy is whose. I just heard you listening to Abraham Hicks' teachings full time will remind you who you are and who your inner being is and put you back on a better course. 3-3 as I say that. You need to be reminded of the foundational basic things and that they want you to start doing that. Stop the tarot, do Abraham. Do Abe. Do Abe, babe. Do Abe, babe. Okay, so that as you're working through things and you're building your legacy here, you have felt, and they want to point this out, it's taken quite some time. The Seven of Pentacles, this is something that takes a long time. It is hard, laborious work, and it's something where you're just tired because you know in this one in the traditional Rider-Waite, he's leaning up on a rake, tired, looking at it like, oh man, this is I'm so tired, I'm so sleepy. But in this Seven of Pentacles, it's like that's the difference between action. The Seven of Pentacles in here to me would be the difference between actioning as a human and this Seven of Pentacles being taking inspired action with your inner being. And I'm going to show you the difference because I feel like it's necessary. I should be it all the way at the front. Yeah, look. Now look at the difference. Action. Inspiration. You see the look on his face? He is not looking happy here. The look on this child's face? Wonder. That's the difference between actioning through inspired action and through doing it through sheer will and force. It's never going to feel pleasurable when you're doing it through sheer will and force. The accomplishment of it may feel good, but the process won't. So there, it's like sources trying to, like, even though this shit's going on around you and you are feeling it, like you're catching waves of the hatred, you're catching waves of fear, you're catching the waves of the energies of these people, and you pick up on it, and it gets confusing for you because you're not able to identify if it's your energy or theirs, and so you're thinking it's yours. Source is letting you know they're protecting you from this energy. So when you start feeling fear, they want you, hey, I'm feeling fear. Can you guys help me deal with this right now in this moment? Just lay that out to the universe. Hey, I'm feeling fear right now. Help me process this right now in the moment. Source wants you to do that with them. Like right now, you are, oh, there's a red bird that just landed. I swear to God, it did. Let me see if I can get a picture. I'm going to show you. Look, he just landed. He's out there in my driveway. Can you see him? That is an ancestor. And I was just talking about your ancestors, and that bird showed up. And 1609 on the clock. My mom's birthday is 9/16. Ancestor. So they are taking care of. They're putting, you know what? I have to say it. They're finding it very funny to put blockages in front of other people that have hurt you. They're finding it really fun. Your ancestors, like, they sit back and chuckle, like, look at them. Not in a malicious way, but because they know that it's all for everybody's highest good. So they find fun in this, where if we knew how much fun they were having, we'd be mad. You have been feeling, okay, they want me to point this out with you. You are doing a damn good job. Everything you've been doing has been working. But with this Five of Cups, do you see how there's a light up there, like light at the end of the tunnel, but there's a walkway he has to go up still? He's not crying. You are feeling like it's like, it makes you sad to see, like, the journey's never going to end. The journey is like, am I ever going to get there? You are getting there. You're already pregnant with it. That baby's got to come out soon, right? The baby has to come out with this wheel. And they want me to point out, you have a fish here, Piscean energy. You have a dog about loyalty. You have a hawk, which is about letting spirit be your guide. And then you have a rooster. Watch the arrogance. So, and then I have the rabbit here. They want to point out that you have a really profound connection with animals too. And in the future, like, I don't know how literal this is. I'm just going to say it feels really magical, but you are somebody that literally could walk up to a damn lion. It feels like that, right? That's you have that type of energy within you where you can connect with the beasts on this planet in a way that most people cannot. Like, you're able to communicate with them, and you don't realize that yet. You are going to have like an open portal to be able to talk with animals. And that's interesting because they're saying they will be protecting you in the future from many things. Like, somebody tries to come, you're walking down the street and somebody tries to steal your purse, and all of a sudden this dog comes running up and bites the person's arm and saves your purse and catches the thief, Things like that. You're going to find that animals just naturally help you because of your energy in the future. And it's like source, the beasts of this planet, they are so in tune with source. They're tapped in, tuned in, turned on all the time. They know exactly what is expected of them. So when they are told to, you see a bird right in front of you, that's what's happening. And you know what I saw the other day? I saw these two butterflies flittering, and it was so erratic and like crazy looking. It looked like they were fighting. Like, and you know what it is? And it reminded me, and it just came to me. Two people fighting for their spirituality to raise their vibration, and it's like the transformation is causing both of them to go in the physical. But once the transformation is complete, everybody sees everything for what it really is. You are about to pop. This wheel is coming. This is in the current situation. So you have been sad about how much work you have to do, and you think that you have all this way to go, and you really don't. You don't have all this way to go. You're already sitting there ready to give birth. Like, it's about to happen. Okay? That's not a small belly. They want you to start trusting your intuition more. Okay. You listening to Abraham Hicks teachings and following those simple, practical things will net you like profound results in your energy and what you see coming into your physical life. They need you to understand who they are, their energy, source. It's like you need to be reminded of who source is compared to who humans are. Because they're telling me that somehow you've humanized characteristics of source, and they don't want you doing that because they're badass, man. They know how to do everything. And they're always loving you. They want you to trust your intuition because, and here's what I was getting to, you're getting a lot of impulses, but you're questioning the impulse. And so then something that could be like boop and move you on your day, it's taking boop, 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 because you're going, was that an impulse? I don't know if that was an impulse. Oh, they don't want me to do that anymore. They want me to be practical. That can't be true. I can't do that anymore. But sometimes that's what I'm getting. Sometimes you're going to be allowed to do a certain activity and sometimes you're not. It's about having balance. Okay, sometimes you can have a glass of wine, but you can't have the bottle. It's kind of like that. Like they just want you to know you can have certain things and you can enjoy certain things, but it has to be in moderation and it has to be purposeful, and it's like you can't lose yourself in it. But they're saying you need some more practice with following impulses, and Abraham Hicks teachings will give you a lot of new ideas to do that. I wish I could find more of their older teachings because the newer ones, I've been away for a while and I'm not really resonating with them the way I want to. Oh, okay. Okay. You know what? Here she is with another animal that she's tamed. I want to clarify this because I'm getting two stories and I want to. There's something that you're going to have to face, an apology you're going to have to face here in the future that you've been afraid to face. Um, they want you to write an apology letter. My right ear is ringing. So take the action, write the apology letter, and as you're not going to send it, you're not sending this letter. You are just writing it as if you want to apologize. This person is watching you and they think that everything's going well in your life, where they realize you really hurt them and they're having a knee-jerk reaction to it. Um, your money has been blocked because of this. This situation in the past, some type of apology, it's like it has been blocked because of this. And the apology does not need to be made to the person. And this goes right back to an Abraham Hicks teaching I just heard yesterday, where Abraham said, it wasn't the word obstacle, it was something else, but I'm going to use obstacle because I can't remember right now. But you don't have to go through the obstacle, you just have to navigate around it. And what they're saying is how you're going to go through it is by writing the letter to express the emotions. Like when you write the letter, it's going to help you get the pain out of you, but you're not sending the letter because you're not going to go through the physical action. You're going to go around the physical part. You're just going through the healing part. You're just taking your heart through the healing phase by writing that apology letter. And then they're saying you don't realize that it's like this is something so painful to you as well, that when you sit down and you try to write about this or speak about this, you are going to find it's going to trigger a lot of emotion in you. So it's almost like it's going to be hard. You aren't going to be able to catch your voice. You don't realize how much this has taken your voice. So you don't realize how much it's affected your abundance and your independence and your confidence here. So they want you to do some soul searching, go in, okay? They want you to be alone and they want you to write that apology letter. All right, you're not sending it, and they need you to know that you are not sending the letter. There's something about you won't even sit down to write the letter because the pressure of you having to send it is so much, so it keeps you from even writing it. They don't want you doing that. you will find as you do this and you release this emotional baggage, Source is going to be coming up right behind that and giving you a new perspective on it. All right. They're going to be giving you a whole, it's like you're going to see, you're going to write this letter and you're going to get this pain out, and the Source is going to come through and they're going to give you new ideas and new ways to see this situation. All right. Because right now it's like painful. There's a lot of fear-based thoughts and feelings attached to this. And it's like you don't need to worry about people watching. Okay, I just heard this. You're concerned with people stalking you or watching you, and they're concerned with you stalking them and watching them. Tower. So, yeah, something here in the past. It's like you don't realize how powerful you are. Look at this. You don't realize, you think that you don't have gifts. You don't think that you have abilities. You don't think that you are like somebody who has strong intuition. Like you feel, you question, even if you think it like logically, the way you feel about yourself, you question yourself a lot. And they're telling you don't question yourself with this in reverse, because your intuition is always right. It's like you are receiving messages that are leading you and to help you make decisions. But when you stop questioning them, you're going to find that it's going to save you a lot of time, because you're going to take action faster and you're going to find, you're going to receive better results because of it. After you, okay, I'm going to be honest here with you. I'm going to be honest. This is just what I got. With this, with this Nine of Cups and the Two of Swords in reverse, it may be easier for you to process this while you've had a drink or two. Because you know how they said you can have a drink, just don't have the bottle. Or have a gummy, don't have the pack. Something like that. Have, smoke a joint, don't smoke an eighth or a quarter. Like something like that. It's like maybe you need that to take the edge off to get you to do this and help you write and process that. I will tell you, Source has done that with me many times. Sometimes they'll start out to where I have nothing in my system, and it'll be like, and it'll trigger these really intense emotions, and they'll say, okay, now it's time to take a gummy to bring you back down so that you can just relax. Because if they leave me in that heightened state, I will stay there for days and weeks, and they don't want me staying there for days and weeks. They want me to process it. You want to look at healing like this, all right? Look at it like this. You have medium salsa, mild salsa, hot salsa, right? When you're healing, sometimes when you want to, like your average everyday living, you're mild salsa, right? Not a lot of spice to it. You're just mild, you're peaceful, you're cool, you're calm. When you heal, you want to stay kind of in the medium salsa as much as you can. Because when you stay in the medium salsa and then you process, you can bring yourself back to a place of peace and back to a healthy mind state. When you allow yourself to get up here too much, in the fear and anxiety and panic and worry, you don't bring yourself back down to here. You end up staying in this heightened sense. And it's like you ride this heightened sense through fear, because fear gets triggered and fear wrecks the entire body. It wrecks the entire body. So what they're asking is for you to, when you go through healing, the process, like what they were just saying with the substance, like you are getting out intense, like painful things. And they're telling me, so you must be somebody that needs this. You are getting out really intense, painful things, and it's feeling more like mild and medium salsa for you, while you're experiencing the atrocities of this really painful thing here. So had you not taken some type of substance to help you reach the point, like face something that you have not been able to face, you would not have been able to move forward. So Source is using that as your path of least resistance. So that glass of wine, that beer, whatever it is, to help you sit down and just get going And what is going to happen? This is what happened with me. It just happened this weekend intensely. I had like 3 days, and I'm going to have another day today after, I get done with my work stuff. I'm going to deliberately do some more healing. But what had happened was, it started the day out like let's just go with Saturday. I'll tell you about Saturday. Saturday, I had to leave the house for a little bit. And when I got in my car, as soon as I got in my car, music would play and a song would hit, and tears would just fall. And they would just fall. And they would just fall. And then another song would come on, and it would bring up something else that, like, it was like an extension of the first song answering to the first song. And so, I'm doing this, and I'm seeing signs all around me. I'm hearing things in my mind. Visions are dropping in at the same time. So it's like I'm putting all of this together, guys. It's not just about the songs. It's about you putting everything together to bring the answer to you. And that's what was happening. I knew what was going on. I knew that I was going through a healing thing, and I knew I was going to hear irrational fears come out of my mouth on Saturday, because in order to bring your fears to the forefront that are stuck in all of your chakras, it will hit all of them, but the main thing is the heart right now, okay? We're going to talk about the heart. When it hits the heart, it could feel like somebody's breaking your rib cage open. It'll last for like 30 seconds, and it'll feel intense. I laid and I was writhing on this bed, and there was a point where I really did. I said, I feel like my heart's breaking. And then I cried, and then I felt like this intense pain right in the middle of my chest, and it felt like my rib cage was being separated. It really did. It lasted 30 seconds to a minute, and then it was gone. And then I ended up laying there and going to a deep sleep for like 30, 40 minutes, woke up, and went into the best meditation where they totally spoke love and truth to all of that pain that I was just feeling. Then, and they had me to do it. I don't want to drink, so I like, drinking doesn't do that for me anymore. Like when I drink, it doesn't bring those like free flowing good feelings like, oh, I'm frisky, let's have fun. It doesn't do that for me. It makes me like, I don't feel good on it. So I would take a gummy. Okay, my thing would be a gummy. So after this happened and I was feeling this intense pain, they had me take a gummy. After I take the gummy, actually I took 3. I ain't gonna lie, I took 3 gummies. It was intense. Then as I cleared out my closet of all of that stuff, my inner stuff here, right? My closet. As I cleared that out and they spoke truth to me in meditation, then I took the gummy. Then they started speaking through me. They started speaking and identifying the things I was feeling in my body, and it was coming out of my 3:25 on the clock. That's my brother's date of death. It was coming out of my body through my own words, but it was my inner being speaking the words for me. So as I cleared my closet of that fearful shit, and then I allowed them to come back to me in meditation. And then I took the gummy to relax my body so I wasn't stuck up in the hot salsa. I was back in the mild salsa. And when I went back to the mild salsa from the gummies, they ended up bringing me back to the medium salsa, because I started speaking of other things that I had, like subconscious things that I have not been able to name. Like I think about them, I stew on them, and I don't realize what I don't understand what the belief is behind it. And that's what Source did. They spoke to the beliefs that I have that I could not put words to, and they used the gummies to do that. Am I telling you are somebody who should go out and get drugs? No. If you are somebody who's already been doing them and it's something that helps you, then yes, this would be that. But if you're somebody who's never done them, I'm not going to say go out and do that, okay? This isn't something, hey, Crystal say go try drugs. That's not what I mean. I'm talking to somebody who has used this before, and they wanted me to share with you how Source uses it with me. So, and it's not something you do every day. You can't sit and get high every day. You can't sit and, it's like you use it for a purpose and then you bow out. You use it for a purpose and then you bow out. Because the point of being on, like, the feelings that you get when you raise your vibration, the feelings you get when you're on drugs, like ayahuasca, microdosing with shrooms, or which I've never done either one of those, or I don't know, weed. For me, honestly, weed will take me to the same place that ayahuasca would take somebody else because of my vibration at certain times. But you can't do it. It's like, if you keep doing it and you keep piling on, let's just say, it'll work for 1 or 2 times where you'll get profound messages, but after that, the weed will lower your vibration. It's like it's a substance that lowers your vibration, but it's also a substance that's really good about putting you in the receiving mode. So when you're in the receiving mode, you are able to receive messages. For me, I can feel it. My body buzzes and I can feel them actually speaking. My voice box feels different. My nose, everything tingles. I feel different. And they're speaking these words out of me as if I'm saying them. And I know that's them doing it. And then I'm sitting there crying as I hear the words come out because I've never put words to these painful emotions. They're helping me put words to it. I feel like that's what they're wanting you to do too. Put words to your painful emotions. And somebody watching here, you benefit from doing that and healing through habits. Like you're trying to break like, you know, maybe you're trying to break an addiction or a substance abuse issue. At the same time, you're trying to start something new, but the substance actually helps you start that new thing, but you can't stay on the substance to continue. So what they're doing is using the substance temporarily to help you move forward. But then at some point, once you move forward and that momentum's strong and you're feeling really good and you're able to take your new habits and keep going without the substance, then they'll pull the substance away. And it's like something about you. It's that you need it periodically and they don't want you beating yourself up for it. All right. Okay, guys, I'm leaving it. That is such a long one. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love.